Hey guys, Vernon here from DocSports.com. I'm going to get to your college football report in just a moment for Saturday, November 8th, 2025. First of all, give the video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button below as we do several free pick videos for you every single day right here on the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Now, Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I've been doing this professionally for the last 26 years. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button right now. Now, at the time of shooting this video, I'm currently on a red hot 11-2 daily sports run. Daily sports, that means college basketball, NBA, and NHL. Good for over $3,500 in profits. Make sure that you get my daily sports packages right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Make sure that you also get my football package this week. I'm up over $2,300 in the NFL already this season. That's right. Make sure that you get my football package. I have 7 top football plays going at the time of shooting this video. 5-unit Thursday night football play, 4-unit college football play going Saturday. I have you covered in the NFL with 4 top plays going Sunday, including a 5-unit NFL play and 7-unit NFL play, along with 2 4-unit NFL plays. Then I have you covered on Monday Night Football with my 6-unit Monday Night Football play. Make sure that you get the picks right here exclusively at Doc Sports. And your first matchup is between the Florida Gators at the Kentucky Wildcats. The Wildcats are coming off a big upset victory at Auburn. They were 11-point underdogs. They held Auburn to just 3 points. They won that game 10-3. I do expect both teams to step up defensively. This line opened to favor Florida minus 3.5. It's since dropped to 3 at most books here. The total opened up at 45.5. We're now seeing 44.5 pretty much across the board. There's a couple books that still have 45. Circuit's one of them. I do expect a very low scoring game here. I definitely expect both teams to step up defensively. We're taking the Florida Gators and the Kentucky Wildcats to go under. We can get under 45 total points. Now, as far as a side play in this game, Florida is coming off a 4-point loss against Georgia Bulldogs. They covered the spread. They were 7-point underdogs in that game. Before that, Mississippi State, they beat them 23-21. Couldn't cover the spread at 9.5. And before that game, they went on the road against Texas A&M. They actually got blown out in that game. They were 7-point underdogs. They lost that game 17-34. And before that, obviously, they played Texas at home in Florida. I actually gave you Florida in that game, and they pulled off the upset. I like this Wildcats team. They're coming off a big upset victory. We're taking the Kentucky Wildcats as the side play here, +3 over the Florida Gators. Moving on to your next matchup, we are looking at the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Purdue Boilermakers. Obviously, Ohio State's the superior team here, but can they cover 29.5 total points? On the road, Ohio State, basically we're looking at 80% of the money coming in on them here Saturday. The line opened up at 28.5. It's now 29.5. We're seeing even 30 at some books. So that's a 1.5. The line already moved. I honestly don't think Purdue can contend in this game. Ohio State is the superior team. I look for them to lay the smack down on Purdue here Saturday. We're taking the Ohio State Buckeyes against the spread. We can get minus 29.5. Ohio State against spread minus 29.5 over Purdue. Now your next matchup, we're looking at Texas A&M against Missouri. This Missouri team, I tell you what, they've been hit and miss all season. Texas A&M is currently favored -7. The line opened up -6, already shot up a point. Rightfully so. We're seeing 54% of the money coming in on Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a different breed. I think they're the superior team here. They should be able to get it done through the air, especially against this Missouri secondary. We're taking Texas A&M against the spread on the road, -7 over Missouri. Your next matchup is between the Auburn Tigers at the Vanderbilt Commodores. Obviously, Auburn is coming off that loss where they were favored at home, big favorites at home by 11 points, and they lost that game to Kentucky. Before that, they went to Arkansas. They won that game by 9 points as 2.5-point underdogs. Auburn is basically 2-2 on the road this season. They're 4-5 overall. Vanderbilt's been playing very good football this season. We're looking at Vanderbilt being favored here, -6.5 pretty much everywhere. The line has not moved. Well, actually, it did open up to favor them -7. It has dropped a 0.5 point. That line did not last long. Is Vanderbilt the superior team? Can Auburn bounce back? Vanderbilt is coming off a big loss at Texas. 3-point loss. They put up 31 points against Texas. Very impressive. Before that, they went to Missouri. Put up 17, but held Missouri to just 10 points. Before that, LSU they played. They won that game by 7 points, covering the spread. They have covered the spread nicely overall this season. This is a big bounce back spot for Auburn. I expect them to keep this game close. It's going to be a 3-point game, I think. So we're going to take the Auburn Tigers as they bounce back, +6.5 over Vanderbilt. As far as a total here, we're looking at 45.5 total points. Vanderbilt has given up points at times this season. Obviously, they gave up 34 points against a fairly good Texas team. They did give up 24 points against LSU, 30 points against Alabama. Utah State, they gave up a lot of points as well. They gave up, let's see here, they gave up 35 points against Utah State. I expect a high-scoring game here. We're taking Auburn and Vanderbilt to go over 45.5 total points, and the Auburn Tigers against spread +6.5. Now your next matchup, we're looking at the Washington Huskies against the Wisconsin Badgers. Currently, the Huskies are favored -11 in this game. Wisconsin has been playing better, a lot better defensively. Obviously, last week was very impressive what they did defensively. I expect them to keep this game close just because of their defensive play, the way that they have been playing. They held Oregon last week, I think, to just 21 points, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we're taking the Wisconsin Badgers against spread, plus we can get 11.5 over the Washington Huskies. Your next matchup is between LSU at Alabama. Obviously, Alabama is heavily favored in this game. Rightfully so. They are the superior team, especially at home. We're currently looking at Alabama. The line opened -11. It has dropped to -10. We're even seeing -9.5 at a couple books here. I don't see how LSU can keep this game close, to be honest with you. I think it's a blowout. LSU is coming off a big loss, 24-point loss against Texas A&M. Then they lost by 7 points at Vanderbilt. Mississippi, Ole Miss, they lost against them as well on the road by 5 points. I'm not sold on LSU. I don't think they can contend in this game at all. I look for the Tide to roll Tide to roll. But Tide are coming off a big win against South Carolina. They didn't cover the spread, but they did in the previous game against Tennessee. They beat Tennessee by 17 points. They play extremely well at home. They did beat Vanderbilt as well by 16 points at home. Obviously, the Badgers, that was a blowout. They've played great at home this season. I think Alabama rolls in this one. I like them against the spread -10 over LSU. Your next matchup is between the Oregon Ducks at the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now, Oregon's coming off a little bit of a disappointing win. I think they should have laid the smackdown on Wisconsin. They did not. They put up just 21 points. They won that game by just 14 points, despite being favored by 31 points. Now they head into Iowa. Iowa's rolling. They're coming off a dominant victory against Minnesota, a 41-3 victory. Before that, Penn State, they barely got by, 25-24. They did lay the smackdown on Wisconsin, in Wisconsin, 37-0. So if you want to compare what Oregon did against Wisconsin, feel free. I'm just not sold on Oregon being favored in this game by 6.5. I think Iowa covers that number and potentially pulls off the upset. We're taking Iowa against the spread plus 6.5 over the Oregon Ducks. Now that concludes the Croy's College Football Report for Saturday, November 8, 2025. Post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these predictions for Saturday. Give the video a big thumbs up. Make sure that you get my football package and use all capitals Dodgers as the promo code. Save you 20% off any daily, weekly, monthly, or seasonal package of mine in any sport right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Thanks a lot for your time as always. In winning, Vernon Croy.